Ezekiel's Jerusalem, chapter 8, the Carpenter's Apprentice. Well, friends, we now return to Ezekiel's Jerusalem, where young Ezekiel is growing not only in height, but in wisdom, strength, and faith. In this chapter, Ezekiel has turned 6 years old, and life is changing. He is no longer just a little boy chasing his dog Georges through the market, or learning how to pray beneath the olive trees. Now he is old enough to begin helping his Abba with work in the city. Abba is a carpenter, a skilled maker of beams, doorposts, yokes, plows, and tables. And like most boys in Jerusalem, Ezekiel is expected to learn the family trade. So one bright morning, with the city bells echoing from stone walls, Ezekiel hurries alongside Abba through the bustling streets. Vendors call out, donkeys clop past with baskets of grain, and children play near the wells. Jerusalem is alive, and Ezekiel feels important. Ezekiel's first day. Abba places a small mallet in his son's hands and says, "In our work, Ezekiel, we honor God. Every beam must be straight, every measure honest, and every job done as though the Lord himself will examine it." Ezekiel thinks about this. Abba, does God really care about wood and nails? Abba smiles. In the Torah it is written, whatever your hand finds to do, do it with all your might. Even in the smallest work becomes worship when done with a pure heart. Ezekiel looks around at the shavings on the shop floor. And suddenly, being a carpenter feels like more than cutting wood. It feels holy. Later that day, a shopkeeper comes, asking for a new table. He suggests a dishonest shortcut. Use softer wood, he whispers. No one will know. It will cost less. Abba refuses. He gently places his hand on Ezekiel's shoulder. My son, never trade honesty for gain. A small lie can build a crooked house, and a crooked house will always fall. Ezekiel nods slowly. That night, he writes in his heart his newest lesson. Following God means doing what is right, even when no one is watching. While standing abeam, Ezekiel overhears whispers among the townsmen. Have you heard? The rabbi from Nazareth is speaking near the Mount of Olives. Ezekiel's ears perk up. The Messiah! Again! He looks at Abba eagerly, and his father smiles knowingly. Soon, my son, we will go hear him again. A good carpenter builds homes, but a wise man builds faith. The spiritual truth of chapter 8. Children can understand this simple but eternal message. Work is worship when done for God. Honesty is the foundation of a righteous life. A child can learn faith in the small duties of everyday living. Ezekiel learns that faith is not only at the temple. It is found in the workshop, in the marketplace, in the choices of the heart. As the sun sets over Jerusalem, Ezekiel realizes, before he can learn to build tables and doors, he must learn to build character. And that is the truest work of all. So stay tuned for chapter 9, where Ezekiel and his family goes to the Mount of Olives. God bless you. Have a good day.